Welcome back to another edition of Raw is Retro. We haven't changed once again. I am Lord Manny Hayes. I'm joined, filling in for Ross, who's on assignment.
Like it's the grand finale, and Manny, I've also haven't changed because I was told a long time ago you should never change, man. You should never change. And then filling in for, and filling in for and filling in for Marcus, the grand finale is not one, not two, but all three faces of Jamal.
To be fair, when he's on the Retro show, he's one face of Jamal because how old were you in '99 at this point? March.
I'm
April,
8
March,
years old.
Yeah, one face of Jamal.
No, it's two faces. You know why? Because I had two TVs. You know what that means? I have Nitro and Raw.
I was about to say you had one broken TV.
Time.
You just put a new one on top of it.
Yeah, so you can hear audio.
One was recording in the room, and then the other one we were watching live, depending on what was more important that day.
At 8 years old.
Huh?
Yeah.
What was that?
No.
Yeah, at 8 years old. Yeah.
You were
8
doing
years old. I had to
I was
record.
doing that, yeah.
I had to make sure that I had to record for my stepdad, right? Because he didn't want to miss shit. So he's like, "Yo, put the record, the VHS. You got to record Nitro for me, but you tell me what happens on Raw because he might watch it with us and stuff like that."
So in the UK, me and Ross Raw would come out. At this point, Raw would be on Sky Sports, but it'd come out on a Friday. It wouldn't come out on Monday or live. It's live now, like in the UK, but like on a Monday, you wouldn't see it. So you'd get spoiled if you had the internet back then, back on the 56K modems.
Wait for that shit to load. Come on, bite this.
So it would come on at 10 o'clock at night. So I would watch, and Nitro would be on at 9. So I'd watch 1 hour of Nitro, and then I'd watch the 2 hours of Raw from 10.
See, on in California, the West Coast, we got the luxury of getting at 5 p.m. Nitro would come on because 8 p.m. live on the East Coast. And then right after that ends, it'd be whether it's 3 hours or 2 hours, you either have a gap of 1 hour or 2 hours, depending on the time frame. So at this point, I think it was Nitro was maybe 3 hours at this point. It may have went to 3. And then you just go straight into Monday Night Raw. Or you would have to wait and watch an hour of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air or Blossom. Then you wait to 9 p.m. for Monday Night Raw. So it was a nice separate gap. It wasn't the same time deal. But both were recorded. But Nitro was recorded, or Raw was recorded always on tape, even though we watched it, technically, quote unquote, live as it was happening. But we recorded it anyway, just to rewind shit.
So this episode of Raw from March 8th, 1999 is coming from the Civic Center in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Does this still exist?
Yes!
I'm going to say no.
Jamal, you are 0-2 for March. The Civic.
He technically got the last one right. That building is still there.
Yeah, but he said no. We were normally going. You count the rename. You count the rename if it still exists.
if the arena still exists, did they tear the building down, make a new one? And I said no, but I'm wrong again.
It's Civic Arena, home to the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Yeah, the Igloo. I knew that one. Why? I don't know. I think I watched a hockey game in the last 2 weeks.
Sidney Crosby is gonna hit you with a hockey stick in the face.
So Raw opens up with The Rock. He has a problem with the Big Show. Vince comes out to tell The Rock to stop airing the corporation's dirty laundry in public, or some of the corporate members might start wondering what The Rock is smoking.
Yes. This sounds like modern day sports. This sounds like we're talking to LeBron James right now. Would you stop putting our business out there about Russell Westbrook or whatever?
Vince blames the fans for putting pressure on The Rock and assures The Rock that the Big Show is a card-carrying member of the corporation. Rock believes what Vince is saying, but points out the amount of coincidences involving the Big Show. When Big Show comes out and explains this side of the story,
you're on here spewing The Rock, you big 10-foot pile of crap, monkey crap, monkey crap.
Big Show explains his side of the story, but suggests maybe it's not worth all of Vince's money. Maybe he should give the money back and take the bull by its horns and shove them somewhere.
Ah. I don't if I was Big Show's financial officer, I would also say do not give the money back. You also offered it with interest. Do not do that. It is worth it. You don't have to actually do anything. The Rock is smoking something because he told you to leave the ring.
And then Mankind comes out. And he wants to referee another match
again.
Did he get paid extra? Like, did he get paid as a ref and then a wrestler? What's he trying to do?
Trying to get himself double booked.
This is how he'll be the referee moment of trying to get paid more. I'm assuming he did, and therefore that's how he got the money to buy TNA when he did, apparently, later on in the future. Random TNA storylines. Continuity, everybody.
He's willing to referee if The Rock and the Big Show. He isn't called the Big Show at this point yet.
Big Nasty.
Big Nasty Paul Wight. Want to get it on. If you smell what the sock is cooking. Vince states that Mankind isn't quite guest referee at WrestleMania yet. Instead, he has to face Steve Austin with The Rock on commentary and the Big Show as guest referee. And then Steve Austin comes out and says he doesn't care who the referee is going to be. He's walking out of WrestleMania the champion.
Steve Austin.
Who the damn referee?
I don't give a ass about you. I don't give a ass about him. I don't give a damn about you. And the point is, I'm fighting at WrestleMania.
And that's what? Because Stone Cold.
I was like, Steve, I was looking out going, Steve, I think you should care about this. This is an assassination attempt.
D'Lo Brown versus Owen Hart is your first match of the night. This is a street fight. You wouldn't know. Jeff Jarrett comes out with a guitar, but D'Lo Brown intercepts and knocks Owen out cold for the pin. And then Taker sends the Ministry to start looking for the boss man.
Yes.
Yo, the Ministry on this episode was on bumpers. Like, it's on everybody's bumper. Like Undertaker in the back, he's like, yo, I need you and Midian to go over here. Big This, you go over here. Yo, Edge, Christian, Gangrel go over here.
There was some strategy.
Yeah, you got the front. You cut them off. If they try to get to the parking lot, you go come that way. You got all exits covered.
You're with
Undertaker pulled out the blueprint of the building, like in Macaulay Culkin, and he started plotting. Where all the ministry needed to be.
My son Undertaker had his own bloodline right there back in the gap.
The dude was going. He gave everybody instructions on where to be and where to hang out at. And Undertaker, what are you gonna do without this? I'm gonna control the lights.
I'll control the lights, and then I'll do a voiceover.
Yeah.
Cameo.
Yeah.
So we get the New Age Outlaws versus Al Snow and Hardcore Holly. It's funny because the Road Dogg was partners with Al Snow not so long ago.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't know?
And then during the entrance, we're told about another match that's happening at WrestleMania. Hardcore Holly versus Al Snow and Road Dogg for the hardcore title.
Hey, classic.
Sprinkled out there. Not announced, just sprinkled out there. Like
no build up. I mean, it's kind of build up. They were teammates.
They were the build up, Marcus. That fight last week outside.
No, there was that time when Road Dogg teamed up with Al Snow, and then Road Dogg was like, "Where were you?" When he needed a tag partner, but he has Billy Gunn, but refused to use Billy Gunn.
Billy Gunn's got other problems. He's got bronchitis.
Yeah, he has asthma and pneumonia.
Billy Gunn's the
shingles.
Billy Gunn is the actual beginning of that
video.
Ain't nobody got time for that. I got bronchitis. Post-match, so this ends with a spike power driver on Hardcore Holly, and it ends this match quickly. Post-match, the lights go out, and the Ministry arrive to beat up all four guys. Taker says tonight, Boss Man will come face to face with his maker and the Lord of Darkness. That's what I don't know what that is in police terms, but That's intention to kill. That's
Criminal intent.
Yeah, my whole thing is, was Undertaker a little afraid of his Hell in a Cell match with Boss Man? Because he did not want to get to Hell in a Cell. He was like, I'm going to find you, Boss Man, and I'm going to do you tonight. Like, he wanted to kill the Boss Man tonight.
Threatened his life. The Boss Man's a cop from Cobb County, Georgia. He don't play that.
He ain't playing that.
Well, when he started wearing the black, when he started wearing shield gear, that's when he became a dirty cop.
Nothing says dirty cop other than wearing all black. Just walking around.
So we move into Jamal's favorite part of the night. Heel JR.
He's coming. JR, baby.
He's walking to the ring with a bag in his hand. JR talks about how this is sports entertainment and not wrestling. He pulls out the red gi and pants and mask. Apparently, this is the gimmick created for Steve Williams. As for Michael Cole, JR talks about how he was the first man to come to Cole and ask if there was anything he could do. Cole never thanked JR for this, and now Cole sits there like a pretty little boy. Apparently, Cole tried to steal JR's job. JR kicks him low. Jim Ross gets back on commentary where, and then he is immediately told by the Stooges and Vince to tell Terry Taylor to take him off commentary. So we have to part with the Red Rooster for the entire night of Raw.
What? So much happened here, and I want to say what. I wanted to see that gimmick of Dr. Destiny Williams in the mask and gi. Who's he going to be? The question mark?
We did.
Oh, yeah. The previous week, he's attacked. What you call him?
He threw Bart Gunn off
You're
the
right.
stage.
You're right.
They really was trying to do the whole Tensai angle because, like, of Dr. Death Steve Williams' contributions in All Japan Pro Wrestling and New Japan. Like, he was in Japan, so they were trying to do that, but it wasn't going to work that way. Not with a guy like Dr. Death. Like, fuck out of here. No, absolutely not.
We learned that Ryan Shamrock is sitting on Goldust's lap and the Blue Moon is jealous. The Stooges go looking for the Ministry in Druid attire. We get Ken Shamrock versus Goldust. I don't even know why. Goldust looks to put Ken Shamrock in Shattered Dreams, but he sees Meanie kissing Ryan Shamrock on the floor.
Meanie stole that kiss. Meanie stole that kiss. He was just
did he ask?
Shit, and then
yeah, see, exactly. That's you have to ask permission these days.
Yeah. Back in those days, if you want to kiss a woman, you just grab her by the shoulders and force her to do it. And she has to deal with those consequences.
Are they gonna get slapped or are you gonna get slapped?
The distraction let Shamrock get hit a belly-to-belly suplex for the fast pin. This was, again, an angle instead of a match.
Yes.
Post-match, Shamrock beats up Blue Meanie as Goldust escapes with Ryan Shamrock.
Curses! Curse you, Ryan! Curse you.
All I want to say is storytelling.
Great storytelling.
Why is this every week?
We get Test versus X-Pac with all the interference going on from Triple H and Chyna. It allows Shane McMahon to hit X-Pac with European title to give Test an easy win. Post-match, Chyna lays out Triple H with a clothesline. That put out Triple H a clothesline from Chyna.
This is why this is before he was the game, Manny. This is before he was the game.
It's the ones that you don't see that get you. You know?
So Triple H says he's sick of this.
That was a clothesline, huh? Damn, I wasn't ready for that.
Triple H says he's sick of this and he's going to drag Chyna to the ring and humiliate her right here tonight.
Yeah. I want to say there are laws preventing this, Triple H. I mean, I'm going to go back out there. She don't come out here. I'm going to drag her to the ring and I'm going to beat her ass in front of everybody here. Because that makes me a man. That makes me a man.
What happens is confusing.
Yeah, so Steve, so we move into a match before the nonsense that's about to happen. Steve Blackman versus the Godfather. Before the match, Godfather offers the hose to Blackman. He chooses them and he leaves with women.
He fucking said yes, and he took the hose.
Man, I'll tell you this right now. Steve Blackman had no intention of wrestling tonight. Once he saw his name was with the Godfather, I hope he offered me the hose. I don't care what they look like. I'm taking them. I want them all.
He ain't got no title.
Him leaving with the hose was probably going to be more interesting than whatever match they were going to put together.
Yes.
Wait a minute. Didn't or am I going to the future or am I going to the past? Where freaking Vince was like told the Stooges to go look for him, and those were the hoes that he interrupted. The
oh yeah, he interrupted the hose. Yeah, that was funny. Did you see that blood patch? Shut up. Godfather was a good pimp, though. He protected his hoes. As soon as that door opened up, punches were going no matter who they were.
Droz tries to run in, but gets beaten down, and here's the Ministry take out all three guys out. Taker asks how many people have been attacked, and how many people have to be attacked until the boss man shows up. There will be a sacrifice tonight.
The street was on bumpers that night. They just taken everybody.
Everyone is. So Triple H just literally talked about almost raping. Undertaker's over here telling people he's going to murder.
Yeah. It was like everybody's out of control. I honestly think the police need to be present at every Monday Night Raw because multiple crimes are being committed every second.
It's the road to WrestleMania. Anything can happen in the World Wrestling Federation at the time.
I'm sorry, Vince. All your wrestlers are in prison now. The crimes they have committed on your show.
And you're one step away from going into for work endangerment or whatever the crime is that he's committing.
Unsafe work environment.
Yeah, that was the one I couldn't think of the whole time. So unsafe work environment.
Chyna's in the ring. Call out Triple H. He's almost there immediately. But as Triple H gets into the ring, the lights go out, and here comes Kane. Why is everyone messing with the light? Triple H goes after Kane, but Chyna grabs the game's arms. Kane loads up a fireball, but hits Chyna by mistake.
And then Triple H concern. The concern.
Triple H
I'm gonna beat your fireball to the face. Oh no, are you okay? Oh, and then proceeded to get his ass whooped by the big red machine anyway.
Then Kane shoves Triple H away.
Chyna, kicks his ass. Then he checks on Chyna.
Yeah, and then he takes her, but then beats up the EMTs that are trying to get to Chyna.
Yeah.
Like an idiot.
Well, she's just lost an eye.
What did you think about that fireball spot? Like,
he got good. He got good. Most people
Kane ain't never miss.
Good.
Kane like Mello, he don't miss. He shot that fireball, bang! Like it hit her in the eye. But my favorite thing is Triple H uses her as hostage first. Kane's like, I don't give a fuck. Pow.
We get Tori versus Luna. That happened. I didn't even write any notes on it because the more important thing is Boss Man shows up and is met by Undertaker and the Ministry, and they surround him for a beatdown. Post break, Ministry drag the Boss Man into the arena and sacrifice him, meaning he's getting crucified.
Yes.
On the Undertaker cross.
Yeah.
The Undertaker cross. You got to say the Undertaker cross.
No. Crucified. We're in the realm of Easter. He got crucified.
Yeah, and we don't want to offend Kurt Angle. We don't want to offend Kurt Angle, who could be watching, who was offended by the ECW crucifixion when he went to that show. And this was in Pittsburgh, so
that was a little different. I mean, he had barbed wire in his head. Like, come on.
Yeah, they went all in.
Taker says the corporation will fail until there is only one left, and she will fall as well. Bossman breaks off the symbol, and the corporation come out for a brawl with Paul Wight cleaning house. So
can I say that was the spot of the night? Bossman dive off the cross.
I didn't realize
that makes. Sorry, Jamal. Go on.
No. I didn't realize that. Like, if you actually just put like the corporation versus the Ministry of Darkness, like look at the talent that's there. Like Edge, JBL, Ron Simmons, freaking Big Show, Test, Shamrock. Like, you know, there's just like so much going on there, and you're just like, what is happening?
So, Jamal, where I'm implying.
The only legit person you named at this point is Ron Simmons, former WCW champion. No one else has held proper gold that you've just named at that point.
Undertaker.
Yeah, Undertaker. But
Bossman had tag gold.
There's the obvious people there that's like, you know, nobody's gonna like, you know, unfortunately Viscera, like, you know, he won King of the Ring as Mabel and the Senator, but you know, I
just wanted to yell War Games right away.
Because many
anybody was flailing. But the
police have been called numerous times. The police finally show up because they were like, "We're not showing up because there might be a publicity stunt."
Yeah.
Oh, they showed up to the house.
So the police finally show up and Taker puts his hands out to be arrested, lighting his symbol on fire.
Menacing. Yeah. That's how I want to go to jail.
That shit scared the shit out of me when I was 8, man. Stop the madness. Every time I damn cross out, it's like, oh my god, what's going on? No.
He was gonna blow the boss man up. The boss man never jumped. Again, Vince McMahon's higher power makes no sense. He was going to kill the boss man.
None of it makes sense. None of it makes sense. I'd be asking so many
died
questions.
for no reason. Yes.
When the merger happened, I'd be asking so many questions.
I'm taking it up in the back of a police car. You got Vince who almost ended up getting arrested too. Talking about it. All right, you're in jail. You're going to jail. Damn it. Undertaker's laughing.
Oh my god.
No prison can hold me.
And then we finally get the main event, which is Steve Austin versus Mankind. Austin gets counted out very quickly, while Mankind had the mandible claw on Steve Austin on the apron. And then the Big Show chokeslam Mankind. The Rock unloads on Austin, where it backfires. And then the Rock is held back by Big Show and Vince. And that's how the show ends.
Yeah, what do you think of Big Show's referee?
Terrible.
I thought that was a legit call. Mandible claw on the apron outside. He counted to 4.
The only thing
no, because he's touching the ropes at the same time, so you've got 2 elements. Do you count him out, or do you do the break of 5?
The only thing good about Big Show refereeing is the way that he looked in the referee uniform. That is it. For a big man, he played the role and he looked smooth in the referee uniform. Other than that, no, absolutely not. Not jacking it.
Okay, so moment of the night.
It's the Undertaker.
It has to be the Undertaker. I can't give it to anything else. It has to be the Undertaker. The close second would be Triple H. Probably, Kane shooting the thing.
Yeah, I 100% with the fire. I'm with the fireball.
I was gonna go with that, but I was like, nah, the Undertaker.
Nah, that fireball shot, that was a 1 in a million fireball shots. We've seen these things go wrong on multiple occasions.
See, here's the thing with the
Kane's a wizard.
Here's the thing with the fireball shot.
You're a wizard, Kane.
I've been good when I wager. Here's the thing with the fireball shot. So storytelling, right? When Kane hits Chyna with the fireball, Triple H, who was going to like beat the hell out of Chyna, now is
humiliate her in the ring. Apparently, that sounds horrible.
And then he gets beat up, and then the people come in to help, and then they get beat up. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
I'm all support that.
Kane's a maniac. Kane's a maniac.
Well, everybody was called tonight, but the fire department apparently.
Fire's still going.
I'm backstage at Raw with 9-1, waiting to hit that other one. Yeah, we had a shooting. A man shot a fireball in a woman's eye. What is going on over there?
From all the Undertaker promising me a sacrifice, and then you got Boss Man jumping off that fucking silent symbol and everything. This should have been on TNT because this is
Hey, and we're going to MVP. My MVP is the Big Boss Man. For one, it looked like he had a hell of a time showing up to the arena because he was late. He had no reason to be late. It just looked like one of those like, man, my flight was rushed, canceled a few times. Fucking cab driver took me to the wrong fucking arena. Like, he had one of those looks. And then when he got here, he's just waiting for an attitude sliding down off of a car. He's like, and dry up in the car, and then everybody coming up behind the bushes and shit to fight him. And it's like, what the fuck? Boss Man had a rough night. And to being on the cross, to breaking himself free, and doing that 8-foot dive down. Yeah.
8 feet. Like, that had to be like 8 feet.
Yeah. He just drops down and then gets his ass whooped again. Boss Man's MVP.
Jamal, who's your MVP?
He gave me a good Vincent argument. It's got to be the Boss Man.
Nah. See, I'm going the other route with this. I'm going the Undertaker.
He just controlled the lights.
No, he controlled the lights. But
He's in
had a
control.
plan, Marcus. He had a plan. He executed his plan to perfection. And then you know the question one of the things I want to do, like in the movies, is walk away from an explosion going from behind me. I'm just walking. He's getting arrested, and then he just lights a symbol on fire. How cool did that look? Arrest me.
With the eyes. Hit the eyes.
It's Undertaker for me.
Shoot. He did have supernatural power, but Kane's fire was better. Kane was on point with his.
On point.
But he's not on point enough to be your MVP of the week.
No, he's not. He's an idiot. Boss Man was like Batman in this episode.
Okay, so you have Jamal. Now, technically, you haven't actually made a choice. You've had two very good arguments. Where are you siding now?
Toughest MVP argument we've ever had on the show.
Nah. My MVP is still heel Jim Ross.
He did change the course of the show because Terry Taylor had to take over.
All right,
I got a mid-Carter telling me what to do.
This is the first time we're going to do this.
You're gonna move me, Red Rooster.
We have 3 great candidates for MVP of the week. In the comments below, I want you to tell us who is MVP of the week.
Because it does go down there, because Hill JR did kill Michael Cole tonight. Yeah. I'm going to go about it.
There was so much attempted murder on the show.
So many crimes.
Respect me.
I think on this show, this is going to introduce the crime counter.
So that is the end of today's show. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, check out all our talent. Check out all our talent on the show.
Yeah, check out our talent. I can juggle on one of these shows.
And make sure you check out all the shows of the week, and stay tuned to the shorts. And it only leaves one other thing.
Look,
Who
man.
wants to start?
Jamal picks of the week, Mid-Card Bust podcast. You know,
we're in WrestleMania season. Go back and listen to me and Genesis give analysis of all the WrestleManias. SoundCloud, 3 Faces of Jemal. Go peep it.
Yeah, do it.
Go peep it.
Yeah, do it.
Do it. And donate to the show.
Yeah.
Donate.
Give us money.
Give us money. We'll start emailing you.
We're begging you. We're literally begging you. I got a baby on the way. Please.
Have my baby on the way.
So like the video, subscribe. I'll leave one other thing. You ready, guys? Who wants to start it this time?
Ooh.